Well, hey, what's up, you guys? It's your girl Stubbs, and welcome to the Stubbs Show. I am feeling so excited and amped up and anxious about coming back with you guys and bringing you guys amazing interviews with amazing people. I took a little break. Took a couple of months off. I had to pull myself together, get things in order, and also just get out and have a little bit of fun. Um, and I kind of, to be honest, lost my focus a little bit. And I said, "Hold up, girl, what you doing? You know you love what you do, so you got to get back into doing what you do." So welcome back, you guys. I hope you guys are ready for a great season and run with your girl. We're going to be having some amazing guests on the show, keeping it real and honest, talking about a whole bunch of different things because there's a lot going on in this world. I mean, it seems like people have lost their everlasting minds, and then you have some great things going on also, and we can't leave that out. We can't talk about the good without discussing the bad, and vice versa. So we're going to talk about it all on the Stub Show. So get ready for some amazing shows to come. Remember, you guys, I am always looking for independent artist music to play on the show. And if you would like to participate and have your music played, you can just email me at worldoffaith@yahoo.com. Remember, send that music in MP3 format only. Don't be sending me no messed up soundtracks and all these different files and all this stuff talking about go click on this link to get to that link to that. No, we're not doing that. I need you to send me the music. So all I have to do is download it into the show. Also, you guys, if you want to be a guest on the show, you have a book, you have a new business, a nonprofit organization you just started. I really want to talk to people who have organizations that help and educate the youth, especially our young brown and black children and the boys in these inner city communities because our boys need it. And I just got to keep it on the 1,000 that's beyond the 100. So if you want to be a guest on the show, you can also email that address. Also, you guys, don't forget to follow the show on Facebook at The Stubbs Show. And you can follow me uh, on Instagram at Stubbs underscore the brand. Are you guys ready? I'm talking about, are you guys ready? I don't know if you guys are ready for what I'm ready for. Like, I'm ready to just take this show to the next level, and you guys are going with me. Like, I'm ready to go into other cities and states and talk with people, bring you interviews, community events, let you know what's going on, resources. I mean, this is going to be a great season. So I hope you guys are ready for an amazing show today. I have a special guest coming on. I hope you're ready for a great season, first of all. I gotta go back into that. I'm feeling so amped up. Like, this is it. Like, yeah, we're gonna have some great people coming through. So great topics, and just connecting with some amazing people and growing. Remember, I also want to come to your city and host your event. So invite your girl out at that email address. But today we're talking about breast cancer and breast cancer awareness because this is October and it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So my guest to kick off my Women Matter Wednesdays, because women matter, we are very important. Women of all colors, cultures, religions, ages, we all matter. We're very important people. Not to, not to leave you men out. I'm just saying us women are, you know, we got our, we just special, you know. But today's guest is Miss Victoria Russell Walton from It's in the Genes, and she's going to be talking to you guys about her story of surviving breast cancer. She was misdiagnosed over 3 times, and she's just out here fighting. Like, she's helping other women conquer breast cancer. Understand that you can make it, get these resources, get tested, go through the journey, go through the process, and make it happen. So we get ready to take a quick break and get into some quick music from Miss Marsha Crouch. This song is called We Lift Up Your Name. And after that, we'll be right back, you guys, to talk more about breast cancer, and because it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And remember, if you would like to share your story, you can always email me, worldoffaith@yahoo.com. All right, you guys, remember, support our independent artists from the show. We're getting ready to take a break, and we'll be right back with you guys.
Lord, we lift up your name, magnify your name, because you are worthy. Lord, we lift up your name, magnify your name, because you are worthy. Your peace is guarding our hearts, and your love has never failed us. Your spirit is always our guide, and our needs you always provide. Lord, lift up your name. Lift up your name. Because you are worthy. Lord, lift up your name. Lift up your name. Because you are worthy. We adore you. We exalt you. We extol you. Because you are worthy. We adore you, Jesus. We exalt you, Father. We extol you, God. Your peace is guarding our hearts, and your love has never failed us. Your spirit is always our guide. Always our guide. And needs you always provide. Lord, we lift up your name. Lift up your name. Magnify your name. Lord, we lift up your name. Lift up your name. Because you are worthy. We adore you. We exalt you. We extol you. Because you are worthy. We adore you. We exalt you.
Every 2 minutes, someone's daughter will begin their battle with breast cancer, and every 13 minutes, someone's sister will lose their battle. How do we make this stop? With early detections, nearly 70% of all breast cancers are found through self-exams. With early detection, the 5-year survival rate is 98%. Most women avoid getting their annual mammograms because they're scared of the pain. Only mammograms are proven to detect cancer cells 15 months earlier. The National Breast Cancer Coalition has set a deadline to end breast cancer, but they need your help. Go to breastcancerdeadline2020.org to learn how. Your support can make a difference between a wife growing old with her husband or him becoming a widow. Go to breastcancerdeadline2020.org. The clock is ticking. This message is sponsored by the Breast Cancer Coalition.
All right, you guys, welcome back to the Stubbs Show with your girl Stubbs. I hope you guys enjoyed that quick break. Remember, if you would like to have your business commercial or your product commercial, whatever, if you would like to run a commercial throughout our show, just shoot your girl an email at worldoffaith@yahoo.com. Also, you artists, I'm looking for artists from all over. Get your music in so it can be played. Exposure, exposure, exposure. All right, you guys, but I told you I'm feeling good about being back. Let's welcome me back. Yay, and the crowd goes, wow. Okay, calm down, girl. All right, but today's show is all about breast cancer. We're going to get into my guest interview after I talk about a few of the statistics that are out here, and then we're going to talk with my guest today because you guys need to get tested. Fellas, if you're rubbing on your lady's titties, make sure you let her know whether it's your wife, your boo, your side chick. Mm-hmm. I said it. Your side chick. If you're rubbing and you feel a lump, fellas, stop for a moment. Stop worrying about getting some of that booty and say, baby, I felt a lump in your titties. And ladies, make sure you are rubbing on yourself. You're in the shower. Feel your breast. Make sure you're feeling on yourself a little to make sure you're checking yourself. To make sure you don't have any lumps. I'm rubbing on myself right now as I'm talking about rubbing on myself. I don't know. That makes you do that. Like when you talk about, girl, I was just rubbing on my da da da. All right, let me bring myself back in. Oh, I'm back, y'all. I'm back. She all the way back. But we're talking about breast cancer statistics, you guys, because I need you ladies to go get tested. Fellas, too. Men are getting breast cancer. It's real. You got those pecs. You can get breast cancer in those as well. But the statistics are that about 1 in 8 U.S. women, which is actually about 12%, would develop invasive breast cancer over the course of her lifetime. Like 1 in 8. So if you're standing in the line and we count 1, 2, 3, you can possibly be that number 8. Get tested, eat properly also. In 2019, an estimated 268,600 new cases of invasive breast cancer are expected to be diagnosed in women in the U.S., along with 62,930 new cases of non-invasive breast cancer. That's the thing that gets me. Like these are the expected numbers, not these are estimated expected numbers. Like how do they expect it to be like this high or this amount of people coming? It just makes me think that these medicine companies and doctors are like working together sometimes to just put it out there more to make sure they're making money and getting paid. Like we gotta really start treating our body like car. Well, can't say like cars because some of you guys don't treat your cars well. And women, we know how we treat our cars sometimes. Well, it is what it is, but we gotta start treating it like a good oil engine. One of the car companies say that, but we have to really take care of our bodies and ourselves. I seen something about the numbers for the men that they were talking about. As of January of this year, there were more than 3.1 million women with a history of breast cancer in the U.S. So this included women who were currently being treated and women who have finished their treatment also. And if you have a family member, if it runs in your family where you have a family member, a mother, a sister, or a brother, daughter who has previously been diagnosed or had breast cancer, you run actually a higher risk. The numbers actually double for you for if those are especially your first relatives like your mother, your sister, and your daughter. So you really have to make sure you get checked. For the men, what was the one I seen for the men? Well, let me tell you this. Also, in women under 45, breast cancer is more common in African American women than white women. Overall, African American women are more likely to die of breast cancer. So, for Asian, Hispanic, and Native American women, the risk of developing and dying from breast cancer is actually lower. We got to take care of ourselves. We got to get out here um, and educate ourselves about this cancer because it's taking over. People are dying from it. And I want us all to be, live a long life. There was a lady on the news, she was celebrating 110 years. 110 years. Like, wouldn't you love to see that? Some people I know saying, nah, I don't want to live on this world dealing with all that mess for that long. But me, I would love to see 100. God, Father, Give me 110 years. Glorious, blessed 10 years. Just bless me with it, Jesus. All right, you guys, this is the Stubbs Show. We getting ready to take another musical break, and then right after that, we're going straight into our guest, Miss Victoria Russell Walton of It's in the Genes. But we getting ready to get into some music from Jade Omari. This is called Don't Look Down. You can check her out on YouTube as well as our other guests that you previously heard on this show. So let's get ready to get into some music, and we'll be right back here on the Stubbs Show.
Yeah.
Our truth. Nigga Mari.
I do anything that I please, I'm never at ease. They say I'm that rapper who's arrogant, that I don't got the keys or rock Louis V, so there's no support if I ain't wearing it. They ain't focused on me, so they didn't see I'm not coming from horses and carriages. I grew up with divorce and in marriages. Say that I probably was born in this Maryland. Always comparing my flow, but I don't give a fuck. Haters could suck on a nut. Rap competition for what when I'd rather just smoke on a blunt and corrupt the motherfucking minds of the ones that don't want me to win. Lusting for sin, trying to take away my life from within and create a win inside that doesn't exist and debate some shit that wouldn't make any sense. Are you serious? Don't the thoughts make you curious? That shit don't make you furious? Putting shit in your head like your so-and-so said it's not something you wanna experience. Jade, you mysterious. Ain't not everyone gets it. They don't all get the message. And shit could get hectic if everyone's head isn't flowing. They thoughts in the proper direction. Don't look down. Yeah. Don't look down. Keep your eyes on the prize. Don't you let it be shown. You fly super high like nobody we know. Don't look down. Yeah, I said don't look down. Yeah. Keep your eyes to the sky, cause the moment we blow, they'll try minimizing the power we hold. Don't look at the flames, cause monsters will reign and prey on the minds of the weak. Some people just go insane, while others remain with the hunger to find what you seek. Heart filled with nothing but pain that swallows your brain while it's making its way to your cheeks. Next thing you know, it's compelled your physique. Now you don't wanna do nothing but sleep, so hop on your feet and go make this shit happen. Don't let your thoughts get you caught in the madness. Go meet some new people, just don't be too passive. Don't fall for a person just cause they attracted. Keep showing compassion to the ones who've been broken. Get some hope to the hopeless, cause you know you chose it for something greater than to hate on motherfuckers that just be posing. So don't let your eyes close. Don't go where your mind goes. Keep up with the time flow. The higher you get and the harder you fall, and the impact is something that I've known. Because I've flown to the top of the tops with my mind blown. Still in shock from the rocks as my spine folds like the top of a box where the lies told. Were forgot with a lot, but I bounce back. Now everyone know where the crown's at. Perfected, I got that shit down packed. Anybody deny it, they wild smacked off the loud pack. So go pick up a buck versus be leaving them shook. Blew up the chance that I took. Nigga, I'm far from a rook. I could take you to Neverland like I was hooked, but just don't look.
All right, you guys, welcome back. It is time for my interview that I've been telling you guys about with my girl, Victoria Russell Walton from It's in the Genes. Hello, good morning, good day, great evening, depending on where the people are today. Hey, Vicky, Miss Walton.
Good day, Stubbs. Thank you so much for having us.
How are you feeling today?
Actually, it's a beautiful day. I'll take the clouds. I'll take the rain because it brings the flowers. So I'm okay with this day.
That's a wonderful thing, yeah. I think it's all about the joy on the inside and how you feeling, because it could be sunny outside and you could still feel like, you know what, get out my face. I'm not having it. I don't feel like being bothered today. It's not my day.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I'm not going to hold you for long. We've been talking about some tips and things about breast cancer. I want to make sure that my audience get to hear from you because you do so much as a breast cancer advocate and so many other things. So let me go ahead and give you a proper introduction, and then we'll go into our discussion because I know we can go all day long. So let me introduce you guys to Miss Victoria Russell Walton, who is part one of Team Walton. She's a breast cancer advocate and survivor since 2007 after being misdiagnosed 4 times by her physician. She's the founder of It's in the Genes, LLC. She's a mother, an event coordinator, and a public speaker. Ms. Walton has appeared on stations such as WUSA Channel 9, Fox 5 News, and many other news outlets. Let me introduce you guys to Ms. Walton, and she can tell you about all the other fabulous things that she has done. Matter of fact, we don't have enough time in the show for her to tell you everything about her. So you guys have to stay tuned and make sure you go check out her website to be able to see some of her previous interviews and learn more about her. So I have formally introduced you, Ms. Walton, to the Stubbs Show, and we're going to get ready to get this interview out the way. Did I miss anything?
No, you sure did. And I thank you for that intro. And we can go all day because we're always excited to support and talk to each other. And that's one thing I love about being around you and your energy. So
yes.
You covered it.
So, yeah, we're going to try to keep this on a short tune for the people. So my first question is, at what age did you begin your first battle with breast cancer?
43. I was 43.
Okay. 43. Now, take us down that journey of the first time, your experience with, what happened to make you feel like you thought you had breast cancer, and then what was the next steps that you took?
So I found the lump. Well, my husband now, we both found it. And with the history of my family, the health disparities that ran in my family, I knew I had it, because we have such strong cancer genes, my father's side, my mother's side, all the way back to my great-great-great-grandmother. She had breast cancer in the early 1900s, and they cut her breast off, and she bled to death in her sleep, and all of these horrific things have gone on in our family. And, I didn't want to be a statistic in that. I honestly thought, again, I was going to fight and go back to my good government job, but that's not the way it turned out. My mother told me when I was diagnosed that this was bigger than me and that God had a plan and a purpose, and that I wasn't going back to work. And she was absolutely right, because here we are in 2019. I'm not only fighting for myself, I'm still fighting for my community. And I won't stop. I'm like Puffy, won't stop, can't stop. Let's go.
Now, were there signs or anything that happened that made you start looking for the lump, or was it just normal for you to always check?
I checked periodically, but when I did find that lump, I noticed the other symptoms. I noticed the puckering. I noticed that it always felt like it was something heavy on my chest. Always felt like I had indigestion or antacid issues. So when I learned the symptoms, I noticed the symptoms, and I reacted immediately. I wanted my doctor to make sure that it wasn't breast cancer because I knew my family history. And that's really what captured my attention, was knowing my family history. Even if you don't have a family history of cancer, that was for me my trigger point. And I said, if there's a lump there, there's something wrong. So then I started my fight. I wish my physician would have fought with me instead of having a God complex that he knew everything and he could do everything, and, he didn't make mistakes. He made mistakes. And because of my own advocacy, I saved my life. Well, I'm sorry, God gave me the signs to save my life. But because I did my due diligence, I saved my life.
Now, so when you, because I'm just trying to give people a feeling of, when you first found out, or if they're going through it, what they should go about, what they should do. When you found out that when your doctor confirmed, because you said you were misdiagnosed 4 times, was one of those misdiagnoses the first time? So when you found out, did you believe it? Well, you said that you knew you had the family gene, or it may be in your gene or your genetics. Did you, in your history of it, did you say, okay, I'm going to go get a second opinion right away, or you just said, okay, let's start this treatment. Let's move to the next step?
Well, they told me I didn't have it. He told me I did not have cancer, that the tumor was benign, which means non-cancerous, and for me to get on with my life. I knew better. I had the signs. Hey, doc, there's a puckering here. Hey, doc, it's irritated. Hey, doc, I have a discharge. Hey, doc, I have a family history. Hey, doc, anytime I sit still, I'm hyper. Anytime I sit still and I'm tired and I don't feel well, something's wrong. My body was fighting for me, and it was telling me something was wrong. I just couldn't get the doctor to listen to me. So I had them retest the tumor. They went in, got another sample, core sample. We tested it again, Miss Lawton. There's nothing wrong with you. And I kept saying, yes, there is. Now, I've had the church tell me, saints tell me, well, see, Vicki, you wish that upon yourself. No, I had common sense. God gave me common sense now, okay? So I didn't say, yes, I want this cancer. I said, yes, there's something wrong with me, and we need to find out what it is. I was my own advocate and cheerleader until I went to my job and I told my supervisor, HR supervisor, what was going on, and then she fought with me as well. But had I not, my treatment and my outcome would have been worse than what it was. So it wasn't that I sat back down and I said, forget it, I'll just go do this. No, they were telling me I didn't have it, and all the while I did. They were never biopsying the tumor. They were biopsying fatty tissue. So they never had a core sample of the tumor until the very last sample that we did, the very last testing that we did. My doctor's supervisor came in and he did the test himself. And when he looked at it, he said, oh, yeah, this is cancerous. You can look at the shape and tell that this is cancerous. And I was like, well, how did you know that? And he didn't know that. And it was because, like he said, he could have done it in his sleep. And I often have told them, you were asleep. You must have been. You missed it.
And you know, so many people are told that it's benign, it's not cancer, it's going to go away, it's not the kind that's going to make you sick. And so many people accept that because you don't want to hear that you have cancer, whether you have the signs, whether it's, you know, you notice the symptoms. It's like you want to walk away from that. And then a little helicopter going over in the background. But also another thing that you said, people say that you can pray things away. You're supposed to have faith. You're supposed to have faith that through your fight, God is going to send people and, you know, things that's going to give you signals to say, hey, go this way, take this, do this. You know, not just sit there and faith without works is dead. Another thing is that nowadays they have chemo. Did you go through chemotherapy?
I did. Chemo, radiation, and Herceptin.
And that's like the number one thing that because they don't push it as much now, do they? Or do they?
Yes. Oh, my gosh. Yes, they do. They push that as much as they push the flu shot. You know, every time you walk into a doctor's office or CVS or any of those type of organizations, they're always pushing shots. Take this shot. Get this shot. But, yes, they pushed it. They're even pushing it to this day. Maybe you want to rethink it and make sure because if you no, you know, chemo, you have to look at any drug that you take, the side effects. Even though they tell you you're 1 to 5% chance, there's still a 1 to 5% chance. I know a lady that she took the chemo. Well, I'm not going to share that story. There are bad sides and there are good sides to all drugs. We all know that each drug carries side effects. So you have to weigh your options. Is a quality of life better than a quantity of life? Because some of these side effects will kill you just as well.
And that's good that you said it because I was saying so many people are now saying that it's the chemo treatments that are killing people. Like, you don't know which way to go because you have the people that say, okay, they were doing fine till they start doing those treatments and they start, you know, going to do those things. And it seems as if they got more ill. Would you suggest someone, what would you suggest?
My suggestion is this. It is your preference. You have to sit down and for you weigh the cost and, you know, the senior citizens, my mom said that weigh the cost of what it is and not the financial cost, the physical cost. Because with one of the treatments that I had, it didn't say if I had a heart attack. It said when I had a heart attack. And my girlfriend's on the treatment now that doesn't say if her jawbone falls out. It says when your jawbone falls off. I was on a treatment that was pulling the muscles from my bones. Do you know how much pain that is? I would rather be in labor, have a toothache, and get surgery with no anesthetic than to ever go through that drug again. That's how I couldn't even put pressure on my leg. If you put a sheet on my legs, it felt like you were cutting my legs off.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, and these are things that you have to weigh. And when you talk to the doctor, they'll say, well, you know, this is the latest and the best drugs that we have. If this is the latest and the best drugs that we have in 2019, we're in trouble.
Yeah.
So now,
where are we going?
You don't have cancer, but now you're a shell of yourself. You're bald. You're dark. Your teeth have cracked. You've had a heart attack. You've had a stroke. You've got the muscles off your legs. You have no toenails. You have no fingernails. You have a rash. You know, you have no energy. You can't eat anything. Your mouth has broken down and sore. Where's the way all of these costs? Now, will all of these things happen to you? No.
Right.
Could they happen to you? Yes.
But you don't want to have to go through all that for.
No. What about the single moms with no help? What about the ones who are barely making it? That's why they don't want to do it, because they're looking at this like, what if? Who's going to take care of my children? What if my husband leaves? And husbands do leave. They leave.
And you know, sometimes it's just stressful on people, and it's like
the doctor tells you sign this form. Now, with you taking this drug, this form releases of the fact that you may die.
Right. So now you can't sue them and hold them accountable.
Yeah. Who wants to sue? Who wants to sign that form? Who? Especially
so you know,
if you're telling them that's the alternative.
You know, Vicki, let me ask you this. Do you think that they'll ever have a cure for breast cancer?
No. All those companies yelling 20. Notice the date keeps going back further and further. First it was end cancer by 2010. Then it was end cancer by 2012. Now it's end cancer by 2020. How are you going to end a company or an organization that break in billions? How are you just going to end it? You're not. They're going to make you comfortable, but to end it, no. They'll make you comfortable. Yeah. But to end it, no. That coin is more powerful than your health. Sorry.
Yeah, and that's sad, and that's why we need more people to put in their own dollar and, you know, people to donate money into research of this, because you hear so many people say it is going to be a cure, and then the next thing you hear is there's 5 other products that can help you to get breast cancer, or you know, some form of some new sickness.
Let me tell you something. Anytime, so vegetables I love. But now I'm told because the chemicals that are on the fruits and vegetables, I've got to literally put my fruits and vegetables through the dishwasher, and when I cut it and peel it, I have to cut it and then rinse the knife off, and then cut the peel and rinse the knife off. Just because
are you serious?
Oh my gosh, yes, girl. Let me tell you, there's pictures of our fruits and vegetables being picked in hazmat suits. Now remember when our grandparents were in the field? Did they ever have on hazmat suits?
No.
We used to just run out to the fields and eat the potatoes and strawberries and corn. You can't just go there. You can't do that now. You got to rinse it off and wash it off and soak it. And it's crazy now. Our fruits and vegetables are not our grandmother's fruits and vegetables. And we're not even going to talk about the meat. I'm just not. You have to eat healthy and do better by your body. Fast foods ain't it.
And you know, I think I think the basics would be also to grow your own fruit and vegetables in your backyard.
Yes.
Yeah. And go, you know, because organic is expensive.
Yep. You don't know what you're eating, and really, what is organic? I mean, come on, where'd it come from?
Yeah. And
organic is just no pesticides. But is it really?
Yeah. You don't know where they shipping that in from.
No.
And you're finding out so many things.
Nope. Find a farmer's market and go there, and if it works for you and your body feels good, do that.
Now,
because I'm telling you right now, we're not healthy.
Yeah, we're not. Let me ask, How often should a woman get a mammogram? Because it used to be you should wait till you were over 40 or 30. Then now, they're finding more women getting breast cancer in their 20s. How often and at what age should a woman start getting a mammogram?
As soon as you feel something. Look, if you weren't born with it and it's there, it shouldn't be there. So regardless of if you have a family history or not, talk to your doctor.
You're getting a little muffled on your voice
sorry.
is getting Yep, what did you say?
I said as soon as you find a lump or something that shouldn't be there, I always tell people if you weren't born with it and it's there, it shouldn't be there. If you find a lump, talk to your doctor immediately. If your doctor says, oh, don't worry about it, it's just one of those things, then you have the right to get a second opinion. The youngest for breast cancer with a double mastectomy, we all know, is 9 years old.
Wow, and that was the thing that my mom wanted me to ask you. She said, can kids get
Yes.
breast cancer?
Yes. Hi, Miss Annie. Yes, they do. And, our babies are more developed now than we ever were. We have 10-year-olds walking around with double D's. What?
Yeah.
Double D's.
Yeah.
What the heck are you eating?
Yeah.
And still walking around with a doll baby in her hand. She doesn't even understand the power that she has. Thank God.
Yeah. Thank God about that.
Our babies they're not diabetes, heart conditions, autism. All of these things are at an all-time high. Why?
Yeah, that was one of the questions that I was going to ask you. Why do you think that breast cancer is running high within the Black community?
Well, stress and our diet. We work 2 and 3 jobs, and not just Black women, but a lot of women work 2 and 3 jobs. So with that, you're grabbing snacks, you're grabbing fast foods to eat, but it's not healthy. A number one is what, $2.79. A salad is $7.88. So which one are you going to grab?
Yeah, you're right. And you're
it's
tired.
Our grandparents and great-grandparents were healthier back then when they had less. With what we have now, we have so much, and where our health is so worse. Our situations are the worst, and we have so much more. Why?
Yeah. That's the thing, and we have more doctors.
Yeah. Big Mom is not home cooking dinner anymore. Big Mom is not home making sure that, the fruits and vegetables are on the plate. Big Mama made sure we ate, a balanced meal. And she fried that chicken and those pork chops too, but she also made sure that we had our vegetables. And she would go sometimes in the backyard and get it. We don't have that option anymore. Like
we didn't. She didn't go in the cabinet and get the ravioli or go into the freezer and get the processed
she would have been
meal.
Salted. Wouldn't Big Mama be insulted if you pulled out a can of pizzas and tried to make a peach cobbler? Come on now.
Or
Big
you
Mama
pulling out a frozen meal trying to give her that and say we're fixing this for dinner.
Yeah.
And so many times we tend to fall into that, as you said, if you're busy or you're a single parent or you on the go all the time, you like, okay, I'm going to pick it up this time. Or if you're on a budget because it costs so much to eat, it's healthy.
Yeah, you can get 2 for $5, and that's you cut it in half and you can feed the family. But these babies don't know anything about okra. They don't know anything about rutabaga. They don't know anything about sweet potatoes. They don't know anything about snap peas. They don't know. I teach a diabetes class, and some of these children that come through the door, what's a salad? What do you mean I have to eat a salad? You have to eat the greens. Oh, I don't eat greens. Well, those children will eat what they see you eat. You eat it, they'll eat it.
Yeah.
So
it's a lot of kids that don't eat vegetables.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's a lot of kids that say they eat the meat and the side dish, but not that. And then a lot of kids are eating mac and cheese.
That's why they're walking around 7'6", 400 pounds, looking like they're a part alien, and they're huge, and they're not healthy.
And mind you, they're not getting outside because it's in certain areas it's getting kind of dangerous to send your children outside, and with so much going on in this crazy world, you just keep them in. Yeah, so let us know about It's in the Genes, your foundation that you have, your nonprofit organization.
Man, let me tell you, God is so good. So our nonprofit, we're doing so much. One of the organizations that I'm really proud of our program is the Aisha project, and we're working with Aisha Green, who started this. She would bring tampon and socks to school for the young ladies who were in need. She just did it out of her own pocket. And when I teamed up with her and her mom, we're now doing the Aisha project at the school, on the school level, where we're filling up the backpacks with socks, deodorant, tampons, snacks that won't expire, undershirts. These are things that you think of back to school. Everybody was doing backpacks and school pins and notebooks, and they need that, but they also need tampons. They also need socks. It's about to get cold. They also need jackets. So we're putting these things together to make sure these babies have what they need on a monthly basis, just to be able to go to school and focus on their schoolwork and not what they're going to eat when they get home, or wearing the same pair of dirty socks for a month straight because their mom can't afford to go to the laundromat, or they have no soap to wash it. We're trying to eliminate these disparities. These babies, some of these babies, Stubbs, are going through hell. Our parents never allowed us to go through what these babies are going through now. The parents are on drugs. The parents are just missing. The parents are depressed and sad. The parents are babies, and they don't even know what to do because they're
the
babies.
Neighbors didn't allow you to go through it either because the neighbors
the
kept
community didn't. I call us community babies. We were all community babies. Everybody chipped in, and it didn't matter if you had a little. Whatever little you had, you shared. And those were the community rules. Everybody gave in. Everybody made sure her rent was paid. Everybody made sure they put food on the porch and didn't put it on Facebook or Instagram or social media. They just put it on there and left. No longer are we loving and caring about each other. It's all about self. And we've got to get back to the community because our babies are suffering. These mass shootings and these suicides. And where are all our babies going? Where are these missing babies going? Where?
And not only that, our babies are killing one another.
Yes.
But you know what? That's a whole nother show. Before we go down that line, you know what? Come on, let's get into the it's and the genes. I don't want people to miss out on all the wonderful things you do with that.
And thank you so much. We're sending out booby boxes. A booby box is a box that'll bring you a smile. It's filled with containers, soap, lotion, recyclable coffee cups, all kind of goodies, T-shirts, everything to bring you a smile, a candle, and we send those out for free to those that are going through their cancer treatment and survivors that are just coming out. We also have our diabetes class and our pinky parties, which is a mammogram party in the name of breast cancer. It's free. Come out, get your nails done, your light makeovers, massages, free lunch, raffles, DJs, local vendors, holistic specialists. We're having our first one in Chesapeake, Virginia next month. We're very excited about it. The Man Cave.
Vicki, sorry to cut you off, but one other thing about the most important thing about the Pinky Party is you don't realize if you have family there and they're maybe going through breast cancer or they just finished or someone just found out, you don't go in there and you focus on, okay, well, this is about to happen to you. What about this? You're in there having such a great time.
You are.
And getting resources as well as feeling beautiful and building your confidence for your journey ahead or the journey that you just completed that you don't even you forget about what's going on, and that's why I love the Pinky Parties, and I just want it to go nationwide because it's just that much fun. And if you're in the D.C. area, I hope she gives you guys the address for the one to come out, or I hope you can make it out because it's just, they have any and everything that you can think of, and kids, it's a family affair. Before you know it, you'll be doing the electric slide. You'll be
exactly. Getting your nails done, networking with other ladies and encouraging each other. It's a party in the name of breast cancer. It's not a sit down, let's cry, let's moan. I'm not a Stubbs will tell you, I don't cry and moan. If you see me crying, then I really don't feel good. That's not my spirit. I want to get up and enjoy this day because if I'm not here tomorrow, I had an awesome day today. So that's why I wanted to have the Pinky Party and the Man Cave for the man. It's not about weeping and wailing. It's about us encouraging each other. We keep sharing the bad side to these health disparities. We're never going to get anybody healed. We've got to share the good side, and the good side is we're surviving. And we're living. We're living, and we're going to continue to live and survive because the community is coming together. We're coming together. It's going to happen.
That's correct. Now, you mentioned you have your Pinky Party coming up. Is that open to the public?
All the Pinky Parties are always open to the public unless it's stated it's for a certain insurance company. The one coming up in Chesapeake, Virginia is open to the public. We are excited about everybody coming through the door. We have one every Saturday. You can go on our website, just type in It's in the Genes, and it'll automatically pop up because everybody's checking us out thanks to people like you, Stubbs. But you can go on our calendar. We're going to update it again on Friday because we're expanding to Atlanta and Philadelphia. So we're very excited about the Pinky Party. And it's just not October. We do this every month, people.
It's not. This is a 365 days a year thing, and you guys, it's in the Genes, and that's GENES, not JEAN. It's GENES.com. And when you go on the website, I love that you can also see part 2. There's a 2-part, her and her husband, 14 Walton, and they have It's in the Genes, and under that is the man cave, and also they help the caregivers, the caretakers, and the people who are attending in your family, and help you to get through these moments. Now, Vicki, before I let you go, first of all, thank you, and we'll get into that. I want to give you one more question.
Sure.
Now, if there's a woman that's listening, and because when you're going through stuff, you're either on Google or you're listening to everything that you can to get as much information or confidence or hear something that encourages you. So I want to ask you, what would you say to that woman who pulled you in that office and wanted to let you know that she don't know what to do? She just found out she had breast cancer and she's down.
Okay, first breathe. Breathe, because you're not going to take in everything and remember everything that's being said to you. And get off of Google. Google would scare the crap out of you. Get off of it. Now, whoever you pray to, pray. You tell Daddy all about it. And you tell him, because he's the only one that can help you. So you focus there. And then you get the game plan together. And you tell yourself every morning when you get up, I'm going to live. I'm going to beat this thing. I'm going to survive. And people are going to come at you and give you bad advice and tell you everybody that's dead in their family of cancer. But remember this, people die every day that have no cancer, okay? When it's time for us to go, we're going. Now, whether you're kicking and screaming, you're still going because we come in this world and we leave. But here's the kicker. How are you leaving? What are you doing? Are you going to sit in your room and keep the windows closed? No. Open up those blinds, let the sunshine come in, put the sound on, get the little dance going, and remind yourself of who you are. Every morning I tell myself, my father's a king. Do y'all not understand that? My dad is a king. He owns everything. I tell people all the time. Yeah, I'm not arrogant. I'm confident. I'm sorry if that scares you. I know who I belong to. I'm Marilyn's Big Diva. I'm here for a purpose, and I'm here for a certain amount of time. So whatever time I have, I'm going to use that helping my sister. Get off of yourself and don't focus on yourself. You're going to be just fine. You're not going to dwell down there in the darkness. Get up. Stand up. Okay? If you need to scream, go scream somewhere. If you need to cry for a minute, cry for a minute. But don't cry all day. Cry and get up. You've got work to do. Okay? You take whatever situation you're going through, and then you help the next sister because you know what it feels like to go through it. Okay? It's not about you. I thank God for my mom, Daisy May, and my dad, Leonard, because they taught me you've got 5 minutes to cry, now get up. Okay, because if you stay down, you'll never get back up. And my sisters encourage me. And everybody that I meet, I encourage. I want you to call me, and I want us to talk about it because I need to tell you the better side of this cancer fight. There's a better side. There's another side. There's a good side. Yes, there is. You know what it is? We're surviving. Get up. We're living. Yeah. Get up. Scarred, bruised, beaten, yes. Get up. You're here for a reason and a purpose, and it's not to cry. And it's not to stay down. It's to fight. Get up. That's what I would tell
Amen.
her. You're here. You're here
Amen.
for a reason. And we're here for a short time. So enjoy this life. I was out chasing butterflies this morning, trying to capture some for my son. So when he gets home, we'll have butterflies in the yard.
Right.
Don't do it for you. Do it for somebody else. If you can't make yourself happy, make somebody else happy.
Yeah.
And that's how we're going to beat this thing. And love on somebody. You're going to be fine. If you've got to lose your girl, okay, you can get some more. In the words of my she-shed sister, you can get some punch hair breasts. You know, they'll be better. You know, and that's how you have to look at life. There is a great side to this thing called life. We're surviving. Make it happen.
Yeah. Amen, amen, amen. I like when you said get off yourself and go focus on yourself. I wrote that down. That was really good. Get off yourself and go focus on yourself. So that way you can get up. Don't hold yourself down. Get up and go focus on what you need to do.
No, open the
thank
mind.
you.
One thing I love about you, Stubbs, I love watching you dance. And I always tell you, go, Stubbs, go. Get up, dance, girl. Get out there in that sunshine. Dance to the rest of us who are in the bed and can't dance, because we live through you. Dance, Stubbs, dance.
I need to get back to that dancing. I will someday. At some point, I got to get back out there and do it. The summertime about to go, so I'm a little mad about that. I don't really care for winter, but maybe I'll dance on some ice or something. Who knows? Who knows what's to come? But you know what, Vicki? I thank you so much, Ms. Walton. Victoria Russell Walton. You guys, you can Google her. You can find her on Facebook. It's in the Jeans. It's on Instagram and also Facebook. Make sure you guys go to the website. It's inthejeans.com. All the people that are in the Chesapeake, Virginia area, make sure you guys come out this week. Go to her website so you can find out more information about that.
Thank
What's
you
your
so much,
email address?
Email is do something at itinthejeans.com.
And remember, you guys,
sit down.
That's GENES, not J. It's GENES.com. So you guys make sure you check them out. It's in the jeans.com. All right, Vicki, I'm not going to hold you too long. Stay on the line really quick. Don't go anywhere. You guys are getting ready to go into a quick break, and we'll be right back on the Stubbs Show.
I fish. I also clean local waterways so others can fish and swim. I help build public boat ramps for easy access to the water. I provide fishing and water safety education for kids. I maintain a healthy fish population so tomorrow's anglers can enjoy a catch. I prevent unwanted species from spreading into waters where they don't belong. I restore the condition of rivers to help fish and wildlife thrive. I fund long-term plans to protect our lakes and streams. I do all of these things and more, all because I buy a fishing license. When you buy a fishing license, you do a lot. In fact, every dollar from a license purchase protects and maintains your local waterways for future generations to enjoy. To learn more about how you can get your fishing license, go to takemefishing.org. That's takemefishing.org.
All right, you guys, welcome back to the Stubbs Show under the Leap of Faith Network. This is your girl Stubbs, of course. I hope you guys enjoyed that fabulous interview. Remember, you guys, check out Miss Victoria Russell Walton and her husband, Mr. Walton, on their website at www.itsinthejeans.com. She's always available to assist, help, and advocate, raise awareness, and be in the community, especially when it comes to breast cancer. She's definitely a warrior and a fighter, and that's why I wanted to have her on the show. Ladies, get tested. Get those mammograms. Fellas, do the same thing. If it runs in your family, take your teenage daughters. Take your kids. So if they have symptoms, don't tell them, oh, child, go sit down. It ain't nothing. Take that child to get checked out and make sure that everything is okay. It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, you guys. Make sure you guys get educated. Get all the resources that you need. And if you are going through this fight, just know that you are a survivor. Affirm great things about yourself every morning and daily. And we are praying with you here at the Stubbs Show. Get all the information you need. Check out the Pinky Party. You might see me in there dancing, having a good time. I just love those Pinky Parties with Instant Energy. So make sure you guys check them out. Also, you guys, if you're looking for a photographer, you need a photographer for your next community event, photo shoot, your next fashion show, whatever it may be, I need you to check out Zay Vision. They doing a daggone thing over there. Zay Vision. Also partnering with the Stubbs Show is Zay Vision. Make sure you guys holler at him. Tell him Stubbs sent you. He's on Instagram at worldwide_Zay2025. That's worldwide underscore ZAY2025. Worldwide Zay2025. And that's at Instagram. That's Zay Vision. Remember, you guys, you can always contact me, Stubbs, woohoo, if you want to be a guest on the show at worldoffaith@yahoo.com. I'm on Instagram. My Insta videos is all motivation slash realness of me uncut slash it might get ratchet at times slash at the end of the day it's all about spreading love slash it's your girl Stubbs on there. Check me out on Instagram, you guys, at Stubbs underscore the brand. This has been a fabulous show. I'm happy to be back. This is just the warm-up part for me. You know, as I keep going on and on and on and on with it, I'm going to get greater, better, more silly and sillier, more fun and more wild and wild, more out of hour, more child to child, more at it. Okay. She coming back. Hello. But I hope you guys enjoyed this show just as much as me. We have some great interviews coming up with some authors on the weeks to come. Make sure you follow the show page on Facebook at The Stubbs Show. Remember, you guys can always Google me, Shadonna Stubbs, and you can find everything anywhere, all types of stuff that I'm doing. You might be shocked at what you might not. It better not be no new flicks. But then again, might get those ratings up, psycho-licky like it icky. You won't find that, but you will find motivation, great things going on, events. If you have an upcoming event you want to promote, get it to me. I'll put it on the website. If you got a blog site, you trying to get more exposure, send it to me. I'm looking for people to add more blogs on the website. I'm looking for more guests to interview. I would love to speak with gynecologists. I want to talk about the vajayjay. So you guys, make sure you guys get with me, worldoffaith@yahoo.com, worldoffaith@yahoo.com, so I can start marketing for you and announcing you on the Stubbs Show. I'm getting ready to go. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. I'm going to end it with Dane Riley and the Inspirational Band. Make sure you check him out on YouTube. That's Dane Riley, and that's DaneRiley. This song is called Inspiration, one of my favorites from him. So make sure you guys show him some support, check him out, and support our local artists. I know I do. I'm getting ready to go, you guys. I got to go, because if I don't, I'll be on here doing all types of stuff. Have a lovely day.
Inspiration moves me in the right direction. Inspiration draws me to the true connection. Inspiration have my spirit flying higher. Inspiration gives me reason to inspire. Inspiration helps me see the light of day. Inspiration helps me find the words to say. Inspiration was given to me long ago. Inspiration, it tells me what